Hey, what's up, everybody? Back again. Uh, see what we can do differently this time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright.
No
Monitors
matter
are,
how
of
hard
course, back
Stanley
on.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Let's go this way, because it's the only choice I have.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door
Go
on his
this way, I have
left.
an idea.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
No shit.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Yep.
It had really been, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't. I came through here
Stanley was so
in the
bad at
footage I
following
lost,
directions, it's incredible he wasn't
I
5
jumped onto
years
the
ago.
walkway and kept going. I'm curious to see what's up there. I haven't been up there yet, so we're gonna do that. I also jumped off there.
Look, Stanley,
Got
I
a
think
rather
perhaps
amusing
we've
line
gotten
of
off on the
dialogue
wrong
that I
foot
just
here.
don't want to repeat
I'm not
because
your
my
enemy,
reaction
really,
would
I'm
not be
not.
genuine.
I realize that investing your trust in
Yeah.
someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay. It's dark in here.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To
What kind of
reach out to
interrogation
her.
is this?
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What happened? Really bright.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
That's not creepy at all. But the mannequin.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, okay. Press I on your keyboard. I don't wanna.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a
Hey.
job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I'm just not gonna do it this time. Don't even have an oven. It's the smallest apartment ever. So I guess nothing happens until I hit Q.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Wait.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into
Hold
the
on.
unknown, fantastic discoveries
What?
of
Whoa.
new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Okay. Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
To prepare dinner.
As he wandered
Whoa.
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Please press 8 to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
We're just gonna sit here. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Yep. Fun times. Why would I want to be at work in the morning anyway? It's work. I don't want to go there.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press K to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I
Oh, really? Whoa.
All of his
This is
co-workers were
different.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, we're gonna do something else.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
We're gonna go here.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
We're gonna jump
I
down,
realize
see
that
if
investing
this
your
will
trust
lead
in
me
someone
anywhere
else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yep.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yep.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
All right.
Give me a chance.
I got here
Now listen
before I
carefully,
went through
this
the
is
blue door.
important.
Every
Stanley
time.
walked through the red door.
We're gonna go through the red door this time.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of
Going in
us always
circles
trying to
again.
get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here,
Oh,
let me
Lord.
show you.
Oh, I haven't seen this. Whoa.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Whoa. What the hell? Whoa. Okay, I like this.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Whoa. Having all the lights.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Can go back.
Right. Where were we?
That's cool. I wonder if it's something if I leave again. If I come back again? Guess not. Alright, let's see what happens when I go this way.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I won't hurt myself. This is gonna be bad.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Is this really just gonna make me die?
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Oh, Lord.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please
Just a
get back to the other
vegetable
room?
now. Not gonna be there. What's that? Yeah, oh. Okay, it is there.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Keeping my eye on that room. Nothing going on in here. Oh. Oh. Turn off the running light. Oh. Blue. Alright. Well, let's go this way.
Stanley,
Again.
go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Climb the damn stairs again.
No, no, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Oh my god, dude. Calm down.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I'm gonna try this one more time. See what happens.
No, perhaps not.
Okay. Nothing different in here. I have an idea. I don't know if
My
this will
God,
change things.
is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wondered, do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Oh, good. Alright, I have an
I
idea.
wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
I want us to be happy. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, I was gonna jump off the side. I guess I'm just in an infinite loop.
Is it
Oh.
over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
That one was depressing. a lot of depressing endings to this
Stanley
game.
had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can get back into the toilet again. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. I didn't do this before. Horrible painting. Alright, let's see where we wind up. Didn't know this was an option. Whoa. What's up with the tile? Elevators. Dear Lord. It's the longest elevator known to man. Holy God. It's supposed to be me helming. The fuck? Why is this an option? I'm confused by that. Alright, well.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
We're gonna go through that door. We're not gonna mess with any of it. The fuck? Okay. Open the damn door.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward. into the opened passageway.
We're gonna go through the door that opens after I activate the machine and see what happens. Because from the look of it, all of the buttons do nothing other than open that door. So if we can just get through it before it closes, I'm assuming we get the same result. But then again, this game changes things.
Stanley
frequently.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I hate to sit through all this dialogue again.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
You don't
What
say.
horrible secret did this place
What was
hold?
the one that said pirate?
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have
That
the
one?
strength to find out?
We're gonna find it. That's what we're gonna do.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
There it is.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
That's
lives
just a
of so
random
many
picture.
individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Weird.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There has to be something. I'm really curious as to how you get out of that with all the buttons that are in that room, if you can.
This mind control facility, it was too
different up there.
horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working.
See,
all of it
there's
monitored
that.
and commanded from this very place.
And it comes
And
down
as the
here.
cold reality of his past began
I'm
to sink in,
assuming that's all
Stanley
you get
decided
whenever
that
you
this
actually get
machinery
these
would
buttons,
never
but that
again
door
exert
opens
its
for a
terrible
short amount of
power
time.
over another human life.
So I'm
For
just gonna
he
hit
would
the button,
dismantle
come to
the
the door, wait for it
controls
to open and go
once
through it.
and for all.
See what happens. So when you turn the machine off, this whole thing just turns into a door and... yeah.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you
yeah.
try to take control of the machine for
Turn
yourself.
it
Is
off
that what you
beforehand.
wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode,
Oh, you're funny.
eliminating the entire complex.
Like, first
How
10
long
minutes.
until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm
Maybe I
in a
was
good
too
mood.
close to it, I
You're gonna
guess?
die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it.
Why didn't
I'm
that
going
damn
to put some
door
extra
open?
time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me in the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. It's all part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay, that was definitely different. But I have no clue what the hell I'm supposed to do there. Alright, I'm gonna check one thing. See if the,
A soft wind blew outside and
monitors.
perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
I don't know where the... It's weird. I'm gonna leave this here. I may or may not come back to this sometime in the future. But for now, I think it's time I move on to something else. I'll just be sitting at my desk.